So we went to the zoo on Saturday, and there's just amazing animal after amazing animal. And we paid, is the Detroit Zoo. We paid $10, and we got to see animals that just most people wouldn't even get to see in their lifetime. It's amazing. And I look around and I long for a world that has these animals all around us. I'm not saying, let's just have animals everywhere, but I'm saying, wouldn't it be nice if we lived in a world where there wasn't problems, where there's such peace and such perfection that we don't have to worry about a lion attacking us, but there it is, and it's awesome. Or there's a sweet, snake, turtle, bear, cat. That's one of the things that we see that was amazing. Whatever you've seen, that it was out there, and it wasn't going to hurt you, and they weren't going to be hurt. Nothing was afraid. Everything was at peace. That is what we long for. And the Bible says the same thing. It talks about in Romans 8. It says that 8:19. It says, "For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself will be set free from its bondage to decay and obtain the freedom of the glory of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation has been groaning together in the pains of childbirth until now." So one of the things that Paul writes and tells us is that when we were messed up by the fall, creation was messed up too. And Paul writes and says that the entire creation, every beast, every rock, every tree, every wind, every water, everything is groaning, is desiring, is hoping, is yearning for the glory of the sons of God. And you look around and you see the decay, and you see the oil spills, and you see everything coming apart. Nothing is perfect. Even at the zoo. We have to go to the zoo to see all this instead of just being able to see it, because everything is in decay, in the process of falling apart. Paul uses this and he says, look, we are the glorious appearing, the sons of God. Because of Jesus, because Jesus came, now we're made glorious. And he keeps on going there in verse 23. It says, "Not only the creation, but we ourselves who have the first fruits of the Spirit groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for adoption as sons, the redemption of our bodies." In other words, we're waiting, we're groaning, we're desiring perfection just as much as creation is. And we're looking for it. We're looking for a world that everything makes sense. The mandate here, there is a mandate, is that if you are one of these glorious sons or daughters of Christ, you know Him, you followed Him. Now it is your job to make that glorious appearing seen. Make your world better. You're not going to bring salvation just because you put out your trash or you recycled or you took care of an animal. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is part of the redemption and salvation of the world, part of that is the redemption of nature itself, of creation. So, a lot of times I hear Christians talk about how we have a right to have dominion over the earth, and this dominion is talking about industry and drilling for oil and all sorts of political things. But a lot of times we don't talk about the redemption, the responsibility of redemption that we have as well. And I want to just encourage all of us to think about the world God created and the way He died for you, but also for it. In Jesus' death, His death was big enough not only to cover the sins of the world, of men, but also to cover the decay and the death and the falling apart of all of creation. That's what his death accomplishes. His resurrection shows that he has power over all of life. Now let's live that. Let's live that living, breathing, exciting. Let's be recycling, not because we like to hug trees and drive, Priuses, but let's do that because we want to redeem the world, just like Jesus redeemed the world. That's it.